Hello, my name is Marc Bria from the Universidad Autónoma de Barcelona, and I'm the developer of mOJO, a bash script that I will introduce to you during the following 15 minutes. This explanation will be very practical and very direct. If you are interested in the background and you want more information about all of this, you can take a look to the following URLs. With a wiki with more context about why we develop mOJO and what are the main points, the most important points and the less ones, the GitHub, and also the discussion we have in the PKP forum with some main developers of OJS. So let's go with the introduction. We're going to jump over the advantages and the lacks of single multiple installations. And let's focus on what is mOJO. mOJO is the acronym of multiple OJS operations, and it's a bash script to create, to delete, to recover, to make multiple operations over OJS, Open Journal Systems. This script was developed to help in multiple OJS installations. When you are going with a multiple OJS installations, you find that you have the same code in multiple folders, and you need to do the same operations once and once again. So we built this bash script, hoping that it will help us, hoping and finally finding that it really helps us in our daily work. So a part of the common operations, we had some additional advantages, as we are building magazines from a pre-configured magazine from a model. We can work faster and better with multiple domains using RESTful URLs. You can run fast command lines like clean catch or calling the tools, PKP tools scripts for grades. You can backup and restore not only your full system. You can backup and restore a single magazine, the code of a magazine, the data folder of the magazine or the database. So the granularity you have here is a little bit more extended than the one that you normally have if you go with a single OJS installation. And finally, in a very close future, staging and probably better JIT integration. So the operations you have are the ones that are listed here: help, list, create a magazine, delete a magazine or a part of a magazine, backup, restore, and some additional operations like create the access file for your magazine and for all the magazines at the same time, create the cron tab for your magazine and for the other magazines also, change the symbolic links, we will talk about this after, change the symbolic link for its real content, set the domain, for instance, going from your domain / my magazine to mymagazine.com, clean your cache, upgrade or someday, and set up to auto-install mOJO someday, hopefully. Some basic requirements of mOJO are, as far as it's heavily built over symbolic links, you will need a Unix-like operating system. It won't work on Windows or other operating systems that don't have symbolic links. You need to have Apache, but the script can be extended to work with other web servers, MySQL and Bash. The installation needs to be done following the instructions in the GitHub, so mOJO can find easily the folders. You need to make the magazines, run the magazines, but you can change the configuration of mOJO to work in a different structure. What else? mOJO script is not foolproof. It means that we are not doing a very heavy error control. But although it's not foolproof, you have the backup function, so feel free to play a little and be careful when you are using it. Finally, let's go to the examples. We can open terminal here. We are in the server, in the home OJS folder. Here we have some different folders. This is not exactly the mOJO installation. This is my production server. That is good enough to show you how it works. If we call mOJO without parameters or with the help parameter, we will get all the instructions. And let's see the first one. The syntax is mOJO action subaction if you require it, short name of the magazine and other parameters. So let's start with the simplest parameter operation. It's list. If you miss something, mOJO try to advise you, saying that you need additional parameters. In this case, list requires sub operation. In case you introduce magazines, you will have a full list of all your magazines. It could be useful if you combine with bash scripts, and you can do operations with multiple magazines at the same time. And you can also call total. That lists the number of magazines that we have right now in the Universitat Autónoma de Barcelona. What else? The next operation we are going to review is create. You can create everything, a full magazine, or just the files. It means PHP files, scripts, but also the required structure to save the PDF or all the data you have there. And you can create independently the database. So let's go, create all PKP, for instance, a new magazine that is called PKP 01 that will be placed in this URL, and this is the magazine, and in OGS PKP 01 you will have the full system. So let's go to this URL to see if it worked. And as promised, here you have a full magazine that is working, and it's pre-configured with the basic data we decided to put here. As you see, it's in Catalan. It's the language that we are using here, and we have a different banner and different right blocks, whatever. So let's go with the next operation. Really not the next. We are going to with the backup operation. And we can make a backup of files, database, but also only the data folder, means the PDF folder, or the code folder. Very useful for developers that want to keep running copy of their code and restore it very fast. It will be integrated with the Git in a few months. So mOJO backup, all the information and the short name of the magazine we are working on, this one. And finally, there is an optional parameter called it's a checkpoint. Let's say yes, and we will review what is this for. Now we are making a backup, and our backup is in this folder. What else? Now let's go to delete everything from the new magazine we created. The system is making a silent backup. It's not a checkpoint. We are going to talk about this in a few seconds. And let's see what happens now with the magazine we created. As you can see, now the magazine is deleted. If we want to recover it, we can make it going with the backup. So let's review the folder. All of the backups are stored. As you can see, the backups are sim linked. You have independent backups. Once was done with the backup instruction, and the other one is the one made when we delete the system. But the only one that it's a checkpoint is the first one. So the symbolic link, it's going to this backup. So now we can restore everything from our magazine, and we can ask mOJO to restore the last checkpointed backup or an ID with a former version. Let's go with the last, as easy as this. So now mOJO is recovering all the information. Looks like everything is going well. And now if we go to the magazine, everything is okay. Finally, we have seen create, delete, backup, restore. We have some last operations like the access that creates your HT access, cron tab, but also a few minor operations that you can do against your symbolic links. So let's go to OGS, HT access, or magazine. Here you can see that everything is sim linked. You are not storing the same information in all your magazines. You are saving only the differences. It means that you need a config file for each magazine, obviously. You need the cron chunk with the cron stuff of this magazine, the HT access, same as the cron, the index, cache, and public. But the rest of the folders are sim linked to home, OGS, source, versions, and the current version. Classes to classes, and so on. So if we want to break a symbolic link, for instance, if we are working with the templates and we want to create different templates for this concrete magazine, we can make it fast and easy with link to fold. Yep. Site name, PHP, big P1, and the name of the folder we want to break, templates. Now, template folder, it's not linked anymore, and if we go to template folder, for instance in common, for instance here, and we make changes like this one, wall, okay. Hey. Let's clean the cache, of PHP 01. Yeah. And now, if we go to the magazine, we will notice a difference. This magazine is now is not sharing anymore links with the rest of the magazines of revistasweb.cat. And using this system, you can have magazines as close as this one. The only difference between them is basically the header, but also as different as this one. It's a magazine that includes additional plugins and very adapted templates, or this other one. Yep. Okay, so basically this is what is mOJO. You can find all this information here in the wiki, and hopefully this presentation it's okay for you. Please send comments and feedback to the following address, and that's all. Thank you very much. See you.